All right, we on. You got it.
All right, kind. All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
To the Hebrew Israelites, GMS Atlanta. I'm Nathaniel, and this is
This is,
Captain.
this is Gamal Yala.
All right, and we want to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah,
Yahweh,
BAHASHAM,
Bashem,
YAHAWASHI,
Yahushai,
Bashani,
Bashem, Rakakwadash.
Rakar. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of GMS who rule well, peace, and safety to the men out there pushing this word, sincerity, and in truth. All right, and real quick, we just wanted to do a quick hit, you know, because um, you've been keeping watch about what's happening with, the current position of the United States of America. This country is heavily divided among itself. You got the Democrats fighting against the Republicans. You got the Republicans fighting within themselves. You know, and you just got so much going on in the United States right now, aka America, Babylon, that you can actually see the decline and the destruction of Babylon that's coming. And the scriptures talk about that, how a house divided cannot stand against itself. I mean, cannot stand. So
Uh,
real quick,
I can
this is
grab that. I'll grab that for you.
all right, con.
This is
Matthew,
what was it? Matthew 12.
yeah, 12,
Where do you want
20,
me to start
start at 24.
at? Okay. This is Matthew 12 and 24. But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, "This fellow doth not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils." And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, "Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand."
Okay. And what Yahweh Shai is telling you is that when a kingdom starts infighting and when the kingdom is divided against itself, it cannot stand. It doesn't have any power, and that's one of the things that scripture is talking about is power. Like when he said, this fellow doeth casted out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. And it's like, how can you how can you be the prince of devils casting out devils? That doesn't make any sense, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm sorry. So go ahead.
No, you good. Verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How then how shall then his kingdom stand?
Time. And you see, the scripture actually goes into that as if this house is divided, if this kingdom is divided, it cannot stand up. It's like a house being half built. And that's exactly what's happening in America right now, aka Babylon. This place is heavily divided against itself. And it's slowly but surely fallen into decay and into desolation through monetary policy or fiscal policy, through their own laws falling upon themselves, through the opioid crisis. They don't know what to do about that. And the business that Trump is doing right now, how he's stirring up all of the other nations against America. So there's a lot of infighting right now. You know.
Yeah, and it's all systematic. How Esau has designed this thing. Okay, America being the land of the free, where you're able to have your own opinions and have your own, take on everything. This is the free. This is the nation where opinion is free. Backed by the so-called Constitution, which we know is all bullshit anyway. But America promotes, being you can be contrary, different viewpoints. Everyone has a different viewpoint in America, just like the brother's saying, and that there's no way that there can be any progression of a kingdom if you have totally two opposing viewpoints. But really in America, you have multiple. You have millions of different viewpoints. Everyone believes. Some people believe this. Some people don't believe that. Some people, are okay with this. Some people aren't okay with this. How the hell can this kingdom go anywhere? Let me see. I think that was it on that. Did you have anything else?
No, no, no. That was it on
Oh,
that
just to
right
lead off. Okay, let's get let me see. 1 second. Can you grab Jeremiah 51?
there.
And you can start at, I guess, start at the top.
All right, this is Jeremiah 51, starting at verse 1. And it says, "Thus saith the Most High, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind."
That's right, yeah. And Babylon being America, you know, and it's not Vatican City, it's not, you know, whatever these guys saying it is, but Babylon is clearly America, okay? And it says the Most High is going to rise up against Babylon, you know, and you know, as I said just a second ago, is you know the reason being it's going to be destroyed is because you have so many different viewpoints. This place was actually set up in wickedness. Okay, there was no, you know, they make it seem as though America was founded off the Bible. All right, but how is that possible when they don't even keep none of the statutes and laws of the Bible? Okay, you know, this is all contrary. You know, and everyone has opposing viewpoints. Okay, and the scriptures also say, matter of fact, let's also get 1 second. All right, let me grab this real quick since the Spirit brought it out. Let me see. This is Amos 3:3. It says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" Right. So, you know, like I said before, there can't be any forward progression if everyone is not on the same accord. Okay, and in America is totally divided. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, bro. You can keep going if you want to break it down too. You got it.
All right. And it says, "And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty for her I'm sorry, shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be her round about." And that's talking about them thermonuclear missiles that's gonna completely obliterate Babylon the Great, and rightfully so. That's what them fanners, you know. I don't know if you know how if you see a nuclear blast, like if you ever seen one, when it blows up, it expands and it fans out, destroying that, bringing everything around it to desolation. And that's what's going to happen to America, because this place is pure wickedness, and indeed it is divided. It's divided on every facet, every point of morality, anything that has to do with anything. America is divided. You know, you got some that's against uh, abortion, some that's for it, but it still happens. But you know, everyone with knows that everyone should know that that's in my that's murder. We shouldn't be, you know, that's a genocide, right? But we divided against that. People are divided against the drug laws, the monetary policy. It goes on and on. But homosexuality, you know, that's accepted. But you have people that are divided against that, you know, and
You got liberals, and what is it? I'm trying to think. You got the liberal viewpoint, and you also have
conservative.
yeah, yep, conservative. That's right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, even in the government, you know, like you even said before, how you have people that support Trump, and you got people that don't support Trump. You know, and you know that's a heavy thing, because Trump is supposed to be the representation of America, and here you have it. You have people that don't support their own president. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, bro.
I was just looking up that word fanners
Hmm.
and it's Strong's H2114 Zawal. Let's see if I said that correctly. Yeah, Zawal. And it says to be estranged, to be a stranger, to become a stranger, another stranger, foreigner, an enemy, loathe,
Hmm.
a breath, you know. So, you know, to be an enemy, man.
Yep.
And that's what's happening with all these other nations. All these other nations are turning against America because they see the deception that's going on in this place.
Yep. And it says, I'll send fanners against America, meaning he's going to send enemies against America. He's going
Uh,
to send these different nations, okay, um, to destroy this place, okay. All right. Ultimately, because America had that wine. Matter of fact, go down to verse 7.
uh, and it says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Most High's hands that made all the earth drunken, that made all the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
Yeah. So that's that. There's that wine right there that I just said. And that wine is America's philosophies. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and as we were just going into America's philosophies are backwards. Okay. All right. You had the majority of these people that are okay with wickedness, just completely fine with it, completely okay. And then on the contrary, you have some people, they tolerate some wickedness, but this and this and that. And then you have the righteous men of the Lord who are against all wickedness, okay? So we're actually completely opposed to this society. All right. And we're on the side of the Lord. All right. And the Lord is gonna bring judgment. All right, keep going.
Done. Um, and this is it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. However, her take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go, every one of us, into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and
Yeah.
is lifted up even to the skies.
Hmm. Yeah, because that wickedness, it says let every one of us go into our own country, meaning you're gonna have these other nations that you're gonna have these other people. They're gonna be completely fed up of just this wicked society, and they're gonna want to go. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna want to leave it ASAP. All right, and as a matter of fact, you have that right now. Okay, this kingdom is crumbling, man, and even on the financial level, the Dow Jones is dropping. You know, every aspect of America is on a decline. Every single aspect. Okay, whatever subject you want to bring up is it's on a decline. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the only thing that's on the way up in America is wickedness. That's it. You
Yep.
know.
And that right there, that shows you that this nation is in decline because that's like the cycle of a nation anyway, man. Once it gets to this point, everybody just become wicked, and the Most High got to bring it to an end, you know. And I was listening to the elder do a lesson, Elder Ramlad, Apostle Elder Ramlad, and he was talking about how America ain't nothing but a carbon copy of Rome, man.
Hmm.
That's all America is, and all the stuff that they were doing in Rome, they doing here. So America is just, the Most High is just letting everybody know that America is about to go down, man. And like I said, you got all this infighting. And, going back to that word fanners, the last definition it says to be a stranger, to be one alienated, you know, and
Hmm.
America is alienating itself against all of the other nations, including its own NATO allies, and you have all of these other nations bringing forth all of this artillery so that they can fight against America, America, because ultimately them nuclear missiles are going to hit and they're going to destroy America.
Let me see. I'm glad you brought up Rome because one of the main reasons. It's like it's a damn advertisement. Let me see where it's at. God damn it, where's this shit at? Get them damn ads, man. I can't even see where the shit is at.
Yeah, they be hitting like the website.
Yeah, let's see, man. All right, I think it's done. So, one of the reasons, since God damn, hold on, Salakia. Okay, I got it. All right, so one of the reasons Rome fell was because it was divided. Okay, as a matter of fact, I got an article, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into it. It says the rise of the Eastern Empire. The fate of Western Rome was partially sealed in the late 3rd century when Emperor Diocletian divided the empire into 2 halves: the Western Empire, sealed in the city of Milan, and the Eastern Empire in Byzantium, later known as Constantinople. The division made the empire more easily governable in the short term, but over time, the 2 halves drifted apart. Hey, is that not America? Okay. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, you have liberals and conservatives. All right. And actually you have nations that are actually trying to secede. Like you got the Cal exit. All right. You got Texas that wants to secede from America. Mm-hmm. A lot of these states, they're actually sovereign entities, and they want out. Okay. Well, they're not completely sovereign, but they're basically they want to become sovereign from the United States. Okay. It says and it says East and West failed to adequately work together to combat outside threats, and the 2 often squabbled over resources and military aid. See that? Is that not America? America is making the same mistakes. If you look at all these empires that fell, America is doing the exact same thing. All right. History repeats itself. In America, like this brother said, Apostle Ramla, through the Spirit was saying that America is Rome reincarnated. Okay. Which is exactly true, because if you look at all of Rome's mistakes, America is on the same path. It says, as the Gulf widened, the largely Greek-speaking Eastern Empire grew in wealth, while the Latin-speaking West descended into economic crisis. See that? So they even had different predominant languages. All right. Let me see. I think that was pretty much it. But another thing, this is I think the article is 8 reasons why Rome fell on history.com. All right. And one of the reasons is government corruption and political instability. All right. And that's another way how you have division, is these people don't trust the government. It's a lot of things that's coming out, especially amongst Jake. Jake definitely don't trust the government right now because of all the cop shootings. They don't trust these cops. All right. No one trusts everyone is coming up against the power. Okay. Another reason is overexpansion and military overspending. Right. Look at Trump. What is Trump doing? He's putting millions and billions of dollars into the military budget. Okay, constantly doing that.
And what did he say the other day? He said that he's gonna start building more nuclear missiles.
Yep. Yeah. So, and that's this arms race. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's this arms race. Matter of fact, I got something real quick. This is Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, so this is in the scriptures. Nations right coming up against nation. You know, and just like I said, these different states are actually nations also. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you have these states that are coming up against each other also. You know, in certain states it's legal to do this, but you go to the neighboring state, it's illegal. What kind of shit is this, man?
Mm-hmm.
You know, all these different laws, you know, all these different states got different laws, but it's supposed to be one country, you know. You got it, bro. If you had anything,
Yeah, I was just gonna just add to your point. Yeah, this is America's a big melting pot, man. Everybody got a different opinion about everything, as you was,
mhm,
saying, and um, these other nations also that like you were saying, state like Texas, they want to recede from the union, secede from the union, man. They want to come up out
mhm.
of America because they know exactly what's happening, what's about to happen to this country. There's about to be a financial collapse because America is blowing money that we don't have, that the country just don't have, And you got Trump, who's offending all of the other nations, so the nations are turning against the United States of America. So you got the House, the Senate, and the executive office are all against one another. So America is crumbling at all sides, all sides. It's when this place go down, it's going to be a total collapse. It's going to collapse from every angle. It's going to be completely finished. But you got it.
Huh. Yeah, you know, and you know, we see that. Okay, we can clearly see that it's not rocket science, you know, and all these people can feel it. All these people that are playing games, you know, and not hearkening to the men of the Lord. They're in their spirit. They know that this place is on a decline because it's way too many. It's just way too. It's overwhelming the amount of division that this place has, man. You know, it's just divided. You know, even well, the scriptures say Satan divided against Satan. Esau is divided against Esau. Just like we read, nation shall rise against nation. You actually have whole total different nations of Esau that are coming up against each other because the Russians are Edomites, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Russians are Edomites and they're coming up against the Americans, okay? The American Edomites, okay? So these are just different houses of Esau that are separated, okay? That's all it is, all right? Let me see. I think I got one more. I think I got one more preset we can close out on. This is Amos 9:8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. All right, which we know that word sin means transgression of the law. All right, and this is a totally lawless society. Okay, that's the reason why the Lord has to destroy it. Okay, there's not going to be any resolutions. There's not going to be any treaties and like you got all these humanitarians that's trying to save, get petitions to change government policies, and you got people that's trying to end starvation and end homelessness and try to make a change in America. But that shit it's gonna be in vain, man, because America's slated to be destroyed. We just read it in Jeremiah 51. There's not gonna be any turning back. You had something?
No, I was just about to reiterate. That's what we just went into in Jeremiah 51:9, where it says Babylon would have been healed, but Babylon is not healed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, good point. So there is no healing. You can just put a fork in it, man. There's no healing it. There's no coming together like what you call it, Martin Luther King was trying to do that. Yeah, everybody hold hands and matter of fact, let's get that precept. 1 second. I think it's in Jeremiah. Grab this. Oh no, Proverbs 11:21. Grab that real quick, Babusha. Okay. And I'll keep reading. It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord." And that's talking about the elect of Jacob, okay? That the Lord is not going to destroy, all right? Because they're the ones that aren't being beguiled, okay? We're not, us being hopeful men of the Lord, we're on the sideline of this thing, man. This is really Esau against Esau. All we got to do is sit back and just push, and just all our job is to do is to let these devils know, okay, and to wake up the elect. Let these devils know that they're going down, and to wake up the elect. That's it. But as far as getting in the middle of Esau against Esau, nah, man, we gonna watch. We're gonna watch their destruction. We're gonna be eating popcorn, you know, and just sitting back and watching this place go down the drain, man. You know, watch these people fight each other. You know, grab your beer, you know, get your cell phone out, and let these two sides of Edomite fight, man. You know,
that's the day we all waiting on, man. We're just waiting on it to happen.
That's it. You got it, bro.
All right, this Proverbs 11:21.
Yeah, you got it. You great.
All right, it says, though Proverbs 11:21, it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Yeah, see that? So though hand join in hand, so even if they come together, even if they you know, they make amends and, you know, try to you know, let bygones be bygones, it ain't gonna work. It says the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. So yeah, they can try to even amongst Jake can hold hands with these devils, and you know, they can matter of fact, the scriptures also say all of them that are joined unto them shall be thrust by the sword. Okay, so anyone that's joined unto the system is gonna fall with the system, you know. But it says though hand join in hand, so yeah, they can come together and make amends, and you know, make treaties and try to preserve the economy, try to, you know, fix the debt bubble. But we all know that it ain't gonna happen. Okay, like the brother said, it cannot be healed. Okay, you know, keep going.
This is,
or was that it?
Yeah, that was it on that.
Okay, but yeah, you know, the main point being that main point just driving home is that you know, America's divided. Okay, there is no coming together in this kingdom, except for the elect. The only people that are coming together under one understanding and one doctrine is the men of the Lord. Okay, the 144,000 elect men. They're the only ones that are on this in the same mindset. Everyone else, if you look at all these other groups, just Black Lives Matter, any other group of people, okay, there's always going to be different opinions. But when it comes down to the men of the Lord, this is the scriptures is the foundation. Okay, so that's how you know that we're on the same accord, because all we have to do is go back to the book. All we got to do is go back to the scriptures, you know. So there is no schisms. There's no oh well we should do it this way, or you know, I feel this way. Well, what does the scripture say? You know, that's how you know that the men of the Lord and this doctrine and this understanding can't fail. Okay, it's not gonna fall. because in a society where there's nothing but division, this is the only way to bring the men of the Lord together. Okay, this is the gel. YAHAWASHI is the bonding agent between men of the Lord. All we have to do is go back to His words. That's it. All right. But you got it, bro. You can go ahead and close it up. That was all I had. If you had any closing remarks, you got it.
Yeah, I'm just going to revert back to as you just to add to your point. That's why it says in Matthew 24:24, just roughly paraphrasing, it says, "If it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect, and it's not possible to see the elect." You know what I'm saying? That's why it says if it was, because the men of the Lord, His men, His 144,000, they all on one accord, as you were saying. Just to add to your point.
Yeah, that's it. You got it, bro. You can close it out.
All right, so. With that, we want to say I hope you brothers were edified, and I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah, Kadesh, double honors to the elders and the apostles, peace and safety to the men out there pushing this word, and Shalom.
Shalom.